by allowing the Zhang issue to stall. The Standing Committee of the National People's Congress under the orchestration of Zhao Leji has pushed the power struggle between Xi Jinping on one side and Zhang together with elements of the military on the other into a phase of stalemate and maneuvering. So who will be the final winner? I'll give the conclusion first. Barring surprises, prolonged delay will ultimately produce a single winner. Xi. Emotionally, I am no different from many others. I loathe and despise Xi Jinping. I would gladly see him drop dead today and hope for his swift downfall. But analyzing a power struggle cannot be based on subjective wishes. It must be grounded in facts and logic. Within the CCP's totalitarian system, as General Secretary of the party and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, Xi still possesses several decisive advantages. First, the asymmetry of will. Xi Jinping's bottomless regression has turned his obsession with staying in power from a political objective into a matter of personal fate. He has no room to retreat. Defeat would mean reckoning. As a result, his tolerance for risk far exceeds that of any opponent. By contrast, Zhang and their military counterparts constitute, in essence, a defensive alliance. Their willpower is weaker than Xi's. Their goal is self-preservation, not a complete rewriting of the rules. Second, the extreme concentration of resources and instruments. Even if there is discontent within the military, Xi still controls the party's organizational apparatus, the propaganda system, and the discipline inspection machinery. He also commands multiple Jinui-style secret police systems Disobey and You Die. He can continuously manufacture new issues and new fears to test fresh loyalties, dragging his opponents into a war of attrition. Third and most crucially, the opponents do not form a solid alliance. The so-called bloc of Zhang Jia the military, Jia elder factions, Jia Zhao Leji is largely an external projection. In reality, these actors lack a shared program, lack a foundation of mutual trust, and more importantly lack the resolve to bear risks for one another. Over time, division, co-optation, and intimidation are bound to work. An even deeper foundation is this: in China's officialdom there is an inexhaustible supply of thick-skinned cynicism and hidden rules, an abundance of so-called Chinese wisdom that plays all sides. What is truly scarce are healthy ideas, upright character, fearless courage, and a conscience that genuinely cares about the country and its people. In a bureaucratic culture where survival depends on currying favor and cynical opportunism, any form of collective resistance is difficult to sustain. Silence can delay, but it rarely translates into action. Prolonged delay leads to inevitable defeat. Therefore, the significance of the February 4 meeting was not the announcement of a formed anti-Xi alliance, but the exposure of a fact: Xi Jinping's power is not monolithic, yet his opponents likewise lack the conditions to end him.